What's up, guys? As always, we're here to talk about stocks, and let's go through the standard disclaimers. We are independent. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is not stock or financial advice. Contact your financial advisor for that kind of information. We're just a random dude with a mic and the internet and voicing our opinions and thoughts. So let's talk about GameStop. GameStop, I do have a position. I own one share of GameStop now, sadly. We got out yesterday at $255. Decided it was a time to get out, and looking today, it was a correct decision to make. You see, $250 down to $93 right now. But why I want to talk about GameStop is that, like, things change, okay? In stocks, things change minute from minute, day to day, hour to hour. And so the dynamic, the game of GameStop here has changed significantly. So at $255 or $300, I was not happy with GameStop's stock price. I thought there was more risk than there was upside, which that means is I thought there was a greater chance that it was going to go down in value versus there was a greater chance that it was going to go up in value. So I decided to sell. At this point, at $90, what we're seeing here for the day here, it started out around $150, so down early hours, and then it's been hovering right around this $100 range roughly. 80.57 is supposedly the lowest price here in the day, but overall, it's been holding pretty damn steady. There's some diamond hands out there that are just keeping this up, and it's ride or die, essentially. And then today, we got some huge news. So probably right around the bottom here, I would imagine. I don't know exactly. We're going to go take a look here. But Mark Cuban did an AMA on Reddit, Wall Street's Bets, and then talked about what he would do in this situation and went over all the, should I sell? Should I keep? What do you think about this? Are you going to do anything? So let's just take a look at a little bit of his responses here. Final thoughts. First, thanks for the great questions. Thanks for changing the game. This was 3 hours ago. So we're at 11:57. Let's go back on the ticker here and look at this. So 3 hours ago from now, that's about 3-ish. That means 2. So that's 2 hours, 3 hours. It should be about 3 hours right there. So his AMA was right around this point, somewhere in this range, it looks like. Again, other people can verify this. Make sure you do your own research. But yeah, so first off, thanks for the great questions. Thanks for changing the game. Thanks for taking on Wall Street. Thanks for making kids around the country, if not world, including my son and daughter. Wall Street Bet changed the game for more than everyone on this board will ever get credit for. That said, you will do this again. You will go after Wall Street again, essentially, and the next time you will be smarter. There was only one thing that messed you up: Robinhood. And the other zero commission brokers that everyone used didn't have enough capital to fund the fight. They let you down in a big way. I totally agree with this statement right here. Robinhood is the reason that the stock is down right now. If it wasn't for Robinhood on Thursday halting buying, we would be at over 1,000 right now. I full 100% believe that. 100% believe that. But Robinhood changed the game and screwed over all the retail investors. All the GameStop investors got screwed over by Robinhood. I 100% believe that. So next up, when you load back up, fight a broker with trillions of dollars in assets on their balance sheet. Someone that can be there when the fight starts and won't blink an eye. So he's saying that we need to get off of Robinhood and go to a different broker. Someone that's actually got the money and not just a joke like Robinhood. Totally agree with this. That's why I'm in the process of transferring money off of Robinhood, but it's a slow and steady process. So stock transfers and brokerage transfers off of Robinhood also are very slow, and with all the increased volume in the community right now, it's probably going to take 2 to 3 weeks to transfer your account to somewhere else, which means all your money and stocks are locked for those, that time frame, that 2 to 3 weeks. That's a very, very long time frame in today's day and age. So, and he goes up, final points: no disruption is easy or happens in a straight line. Stay with it. I am a believer. So there's even a stronger word of encouragement in the AMA down here, where he specifically says, if you have the money, hold. If you have the money, hold. So, right, I think it's right here, supply and demand, but in this case, it literally could be the source of demand has been crippled. So Robinhood has crippled the demand. You can't buy it now. There's limits. You can buy 5 shares. I think it's 20 shares today. When Robinhood shut it down, then cut it back, let's put aside why. They cut off the greatest source of demand. They created a Robinhood dive. No Robinhood buyers means sellers lower the price to find buyers, and they keep on lowering it until they find buyers. Keep the most natural buyers out of the market, and the price keeps falling. Then that drop accelerates because the more the stock falls, the more owners who bought on margin get margin calls. When that margin call happens, it's brutal. They just take your stock and send you a fuck you note and sell your stock at the market price. No matter how low, they just want to get your cash to pay back the loan. Then that accelerates the selling, so forth and so forth. So what to do? If you can afford to hold the stock, you hold. Wow, strong words from Mark Cuban. I do not own it, but that's what I would do. Why? Because when Robinhood and the other online brokers open it back up to the buyers, then we will see what Wall Street Bets is really made of. This is where you get to make it all work. I have no doubts there are funds and big players that have shorted the stock, again thinking they are smarter than everyone on Wall Street Bets. I know you're going to hate this to hear this, but the lower it goes, the more powerful Wall Street Bets can be, stepping up to buy the stock again. The only question is, what broker do you use? Do you stay on Robinhood, who's going to have the same liquidity problems over and over again? Or do you, as a group, find a broker with a far, far, far better balance sheet that won't cut you off and then go ham on Wall Street? Wow. Literally, that is a huge statement and changes the game completely. So with the huge endorsement from Mark Cuban, and I've talked about this with a friend of mine too, like he's gonna get a ton of positive press. He's trending on Twitter right now. I think he's like, let's see here, Twitter. So Mark Cuban trending. It doesn't say right here what he is. Let's go back, take a look. I think he's like number 8 or number 9 on Twitter. Like trending on Twitter is huge. So huge positive publicity. He also did an interview a little bit later in the day today. So like this is huge. And this is something that got me thinking too, is like any celebrity that wants to get free press can just come out in positive reinforcement of the GameStop movement. If they want free press and they want tons of new fans and support, this is a great PR move. It's not saying that Mark Cuban did this as a PR move, but I'm just saying that Mark Cuban is incredibly smart and he knows what he's talking about. But in response to this, he's getting incredibly great positive PR for himself and any businesses that are associated with him, in my opinion. Again, this is all just from a random dude on the internet. This is what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking this might spark the second revolution of this GameStop movement, where people might want to just jump out on the bandwagon and say, hey, this is a great idea. I support you guys. And they might even go a little further. They might even throw money at it too. Just think of the hysteria that would be caused if someone like, Mark Cuban is like, yeah, I'm going to drop $1 million and buy GameStop stocks. Like YOLO. Like that causes hysteria. Like that causes price movement up. Someone like that, anyone, even if it's a smaller name, they can grow their popularity based on this because they're going to get trending on Twitter. They're going to get trending on Reddit. They're going to get Google trends. Like people are going to be talking about you. If you invest, say, like $100,000 and you're a B-list or C-list celebrity, that might be enough to push you up to like, an A-list celebrity for a day or two, get you some great PR, be like, yeah, I support the little guys. I'm going after Wall Street. So that is huge. Like that's something to think about that could be a resurgence of this movement. So what are we doing now? Are we thinking about buying back into GameStop? I think the question here is yes. I think the question you really have to look at is this an opportunity to buy at $93? Is GameStop undervalued now? That is something that you have to think about. You also have to look at, too, all the people that have been purchasing goods and services off of GameStop, their website, their stores, to help them out with donations and things like that. Like, they've been pumping money into GameStop. They've also got tons of free press themselves. So everyone and their mother knows the word GameStop. They may mispronounce it to other things, but they know GameStop. They know it's a video game retailer. You cannot buy this kind of press. So no matter what you think, the next reporting, the next income reports out of this company, they're going to be sky high. Like they're going to beat quarter over quarter income and revenue by probably like 5-fold, in my opinion. They're going to shatter these records that they had. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a snowball. So unfortunately, I think earnings is a few weeks out. Let's see here. So the last earnings they did was 12.7, which means that earnings should be roughly around 3.7, give or take or so. And yeah, I'm not, 100% certain on these things, but yeah. So you look at your earnings, you can see here what all these means, quarter, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Smarter people can analyze and do this stuff, but overall, my monkey brain is saying that more people are shopping at GameStop now. More people are buying things online. More people are buying consoles and donating them to, Children's Hospital and such like that. Like, these things are happening. So GameStop is getting more money, which that is going to make the company stronger, which is going to give them better earnings, which is going to turn analysts be like, well, we thought they were going to lose, $5 billion this quarter or whatever number they were going to lose, but they actually made $1 billion this quarter. Like, these numbers are made up, but you get the idea. So the analysts are going to think, oh yeah, you're going to lose a lot of money, but they actually made money this quarter because of all this hype and publicity that they got. And it's going to snowball. So more people are going to keep buying their stuff to support GameStop in the future. So this could very well be, I'm calling it right now, this is my opinion, this very well could be the bottom of the sell-off. GameStop could be a great buy right now at, what are we at, $90? So that's something very considering to buy, purchasing more call options and things like that. Nope, look at that. So it jumped back up to $97. So a nice little pop there, like $3 or so. So yeah, this could be a huge buying opportunity for GameStop. What do you think? Post in the comment section. Are you buying GameStop now? Do you think it is an undervalued stock? Do you think we've kind of made a new price target here? Is GameStop going to be currently estimated to be valued at roughly this $80 to $90 mark, and that's going to be like the fair market value now after everything's all said and done? Diamond hands, guys. They've done it, it looks like. They've stabilized the price. Of course, things can go down. Things do change day to day. But the trajectory, I think, looks up at this point, in my opinion. So we are seriously going to look into buying GameStop and buying GameStop options. That is what I am thinking about right now. Oh, look. No. Okay, 98, 97. And yeah, this is going to be a story that you're still going to be following for weeks to come. This is not a one day and it's over story. Even if the news media wants you to believe that, GameStop is not dead. GameStop is never gonna die. Maybe 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, they'll die. But GameStop is not dying in 6 months. GameStop is not dying in 1 year. So this is going to be a continuing story, and GameStop price is going to fluctuate dramatically. It's going to be very similar to Tesla, where Tesla was considered overvalued by all the analysts, and now they're slowly catching up. You're like, yeah, Tesla's priced fairly roughly right now. It's a buy. You should buy it now. We were wrong a year ago. All this stuff. That could be the very well same thing that happens with GameStop here, is that they actually get a new valuation based on all this, hype and craze around them. Again, I think they're also going to get tons and tons of new sales. And of course, the new PlayStation 5 and Xbox came out recently, and they are still sold out everywhere. So if those were readily available, Sony and Microsoft actually provided more units for GameStop to sell, they would be making hand over fist lots of money because everyone wants these things. They are heavily in demand. So there it is. That's what I think. I think GameStop is actually a buy right now. I probably will be buying more GameStop shares and call options today or tomorrow. Haven't really decided yet. Got to figure out where we're going to get this money from, where we're going to move around. What brokerage we want to use is a very important question as well, because I do not want to use Robinhood, because Robinhood has screwed us all over collectively. Even if you are not in Robinhood, Robinhood has screwed over the collective investors everywhere. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.